Hi, this is going to be a very different video from most of the videos that I do on this channel. It has nothing to do with houses or how things work. It's going to be how to do something on PowerPoint. I've read a lot of discussion or questions online where people are asking how or complaining about there being no straightforward way to have objects on one slide be in the exact position of animated objects on a previous slide. In other words, if you have animations move objects around, maybe you want the next slide to have those objects at the final location of that animation. And there really is no straightforward way to do this. Typically, it's just a lot of trial and error by running the slideshow, watching where the objects move, seeing if they jump, going back and adjusting them a little bit, running the slideshow again, and doing that back and forth until the objects don't move when you go from one slide to the next. Well, I've got a couple of workarounds for this, and I'm going to show you how to do those now. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to delete these objects from what I've labeled as slide 2. And the only reason I've labeled these is so you can see when I switch back and forth from one slide to the next, especially when I'm running the slideshow. Okay, so we're going to go to slide 1, and I'm going to run the slideshow and let these objects move along their animation or motion paths. And now that these objects are in their final position, I'm going to do a print screen. Basically what that does is it copies whatever's on the screen. Now there's different computer systems, Macs and Windows. I'm not sure how yours works, but mine, I just hit a function key and it copies the screen. So what I've got to do here is drag to show what portion of the screen that I want to copy, and I'm doing the entire screen. So now I've got a copy of the finished position of all of these objects. Now what I'm going to do is go on to slide 2, and I am going to just paste that picture that I took of the finished positions. You probably see where this is going. So now I'm going to put them right over the top of where they are on the picture. Now I'm not being real accurate here. What I'm going to do is zoom in so I can get them done perfectly. I'm just going to use the arrow for precise movement. That looks good. Go to the next one. Okay. Now go up to the triangle. Okay, that looks good. Now let's zoom back out. Now what I'm going to do is delete the picture, and let's see what the presentation looks like. Or the slideshow. All right, let's start with slide 1. Let's run the animations. And now as I go to the second slide, look at that, there was absolutely no movement. That's a really simple workaround. Okay, let me show you the second way we can do this. Let's exit out of this. I'm gonna get these objects off of the slide. We'll just start totally from the beginning. So basically on this second way of doing it, what you're going to do is actually work backwards. So again, we're gonna paste those objects onto the new slide. What you want to do is figure out where you want them to end up on the first slide. Let's just put them in some random places here. Okay, so these positions are where we want the objects to finish up after their animations on slide 1. Now the next thing I'm going to do is only for the purposes of this video. You don't have to do this, it's not part of it. But I'm going to turn all these objects green just so you can see what's what. Okay, next thing we're going to do is copy these objects and paste them onto the first slide. So where they are in green is the finished location. That's where we want them to end up. Okay, so let's choose an object. We'll start with this red rectangle. We'll add an animation. We're just going to do a custom motion path. We'll have it curve around here and end up right there. And now this blue one, let's just do a straight line. Let's move it to the right. And let's adjust it, get it as close as we can. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm moving the original object. I just want to move the finished location. And we'll perfect these here in a minute. Okay, now the triangle. Let's do another custom path. Let's do a zigzag. Okay, now what we're going to do, well, let me get this one just a little closer. Okay, well, I'm going to zoom in so I can get them perfectly placed. Okay, that one's done. Let's go down to the rectangle. That one is pretty close already. Don't know that I can get it. Oh, you know what? I was moving the target. There we go. I want to move the object that's actually on the slide, okay? Oh, it popped up a little bit. For some reason that happens sometimes. Okay, there we go. It's perfect. Now let's go over here to the oval. Well, couldn't get much better. Let's see. Let me scroll over just a bit. That looks about as good as we can get it. Okay, now let's zoom back out. Now we're going to delete what I call the targets. Now let's run the slideshow again. Okay. Now watch what happens when I go to slide 2. Here we go. Look at that. They're in the exact positions. Now I didn't go back and change the colors to their original colors, but you can see that they were in the exact positions. So this gives 2 ways to have objects on the next slide in the exact position of the finished location of the animations. Again, it's a workaround, but it's pretty quick to do either of these methods, and I just wanted to share that with you. I hope this video is helpful to you. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.